It is our first time in Japan and as you can see, we are excited! Tara! Ayan ang flight namin guys, 6:50 AM kaya maaga pa lang nasa airport na kami. Yun nga lang, that flight ended up getting delayed so mga 8 AM na kami nakaboard ng plane. It happens talaga paminsan-minsan but the important thing is we arrived in Tokyo safe. And here we are, just landed in Narita Airport. Of course, bago ang lahat, money exchange muna, di ba? So, ayan ang exchange rate guys, back in May of 2026. So, madami namang banks na mapagpapalitan dito sa airport, alright? And then next, we had to get our Suica card. So sa mga first time na magja-Japan, kailangan nyo to pang commute around Japan, alright? So pwede siya sa train, pwede siya sa bus, and even pambili ng stuff sa mga convenience store nila dito, like sa Lawson's, ganyan. Now for our train going to Tokyo, we had a few options, pero ang kinuha na namin is yung mabilis, comfy, and may pwesto para sa baggage namin. So that would be itong Skyliner, alright? So medyo mahal lang guys, 2,500 yen or around 900 pesos one way per adult. Pero if you're coming from the Narita Airport, ito na yung pinakamabilis. And then after that, we had to take another train papuntang hotel namin. So dito na papasok yung sinasabi ko kanina na Suica card. Finally, we're here sa Shinjuku and ilang lakad na lang nasa hotel na kami. Next kanto.
Okay. So magkakasunod yung Apa Hotel. Ayun. Ito. Pero dun pa kami. This is it. After the late flight. Gorgeous. Luggage. Wow.
Alright, so yan yung kwarto namin guys dito sa hotel. Maliit lang siya, as in tulugan lang talaga, right? And ayan yung CR. Tapos may desk and mirror for freshening up. There's a TV over here and then ayan yung kama. Very compact, pero kung gagala lang naman kayo ng buong araw, okay na siya.
Sa kanila pala tayo mana maglagay ng gamit sa
Oh,
ilalim.
and sobrang comfy ng kama nila guys. Sobrang lambot. Kaya pagkahiga namin, seryoso, nakatulog na kami and nagising na kami ng umaga kinabukasan. Kaya yung first day namin sa Tokyo is nag-start talaga the next day na. Alright guys, good morning. We're here in Tokyo, Japan, specifically dito sa Shinjuku. It's currently 6:30 in the morning and we're off for some breakfast, no? So naglalakad kami from our hotel sa Apa Hotel.
So this is how it looks like at 6:30 AM dito sa BC Shinjuku.
Right. It's so clean, it's so fresh. The air is nice. The sun is out. Fast may pupuntahan kami dito. We saw this on TikTok. It's one of the more popular breakfast spots dito sa Shinjuku kasi traditional Japanese breakfast siya. So we're going to check out what exactly that means and what it tastes. So samahan niyo kami guys, tara. Lapit na.
When you put it out there, and it's pure, it's pure. Can't ask for anything.
So dito namin unang nakita yung eating culture sa Japan. Sobrang tahimik dito guys, talagang pupunta ka lang to eat and that's it. Now take note na hindi lahat sa Japan marunong mag-English, kaya need nyo rin ng Google Translate to help you out. But the staff here are very accommodating once na magkaintindihan na kayo. So here's our traditional Japanese breakfast. Si Sel kumuha ng salmon na may rice and then ako naman I tried yung mackerel nila.
Matamis naman. Hi guys! So it's currently 7:50 AM. Kakatapos lang namin mag-traditional Japanese breakfast. And ang fresh, ang lambot, ang sarap. Ang simple nung timpla. Parang salt, pepper, or kung ano mang soy sauce. Pero
Panalo eh.
yeah, for the price din. Tatlo yung in-order namin. Kasi nagkamalan kami ng ulam.
Yeah.
We order yung chicken nila, yung salmon, and then yung isa yung mackerel. Pero yung fish alone, ang sarap na niya.
Ayun nga guys, parang sobrang lambot ng fish and pati yung chicken actually hindi siya yung parang maunat.
Guys,
Diba?
napagkamalan kong fish yung chicken nila sa sobrang lambot.
Yeah, so ganun siyang kalambot. You can just imagine, no? Pero yun nga, sobrang sulit guys.
It's very small. As in, kailangan yung mag-give way pag may dadaan. Kasi talagang
Sisingit
maliit,
eh.
maliit yung place.
Pero sulit yung food.
Sulit. Sulit yung food.
Okay, so ayun guys, ang next destination naman namin is Shinjuku Gyoen. And as you can see sa buhok ni Sel, mahangin dito, no? Pero maaraw guys. So it's windy pero it's also sunny. Recommendation namin mag-sunscreen kayo guys dahil Tridor ang ano dito, hindi siya humid tulad ng sa Pilipinas. Naramdam mo talaga init. Dito hindi. Pero malakas yung sinag ng araw. Alright? So from here, it's a 7-minute walk papunta sa Shinjuku Gyoen. It opens at 9 a.m. No?
It's ano pa lang.
It's
mag-8.
7:52, yes. So we have an hour left. So lots of time. So in the meantime, yun nga, we're gonna enjoy our morning walk, going to the park, and then babalitaan namin kayo kung ano makita namin dun sa Shinjuku Gyoen. Alright guys, so papunta na kami ngayon sa Shinjuku Gyoen National Garden. And dahil gusto ni Honey dun sa entrance na malapit dun sa Japanese garden, kasi malaki ito guys, malaki ang Shinjuku Gyoen. So may English garden, may French, may Japanese. So gusto niya dun sa Japanese, edi umikot kami. So we're looking for the entrance nearest to the Japanese garden. Okay, okay. We are where? Here. Paano mo inon? Yeah. It's good ass water. Okay, so if we go right dun tayo sa kids area, only children under 13 years old can use specific toys and sports equipment. Nasa map naman, makikita niya naman. So that's where we're going. Come on. So ang inuna namin dito sa Shinjuku Gyoen is itong Japanese traditional garden. So para siyang malaking Zen garden guys, as you can see, napaka-peaceful lang, ang presko, and mapapasana all ka na lang talaga na may ganitong parks tayo sa Pinas. And then after that, nag-ikot-ikot pa kami kasi itong Gyoen guys, sobrang lawak niya. Alright? So, sikat siya na pinagpipiknikan, ginagawang playground ng kids, and marami talaga kayong malilibot. One of which is itong Old Imperial Rest House, which has a lot of rich history behind it. Tinayo raw to noong 1896 as a rest house para sa Japanese Emperor, and na-survive niya ang mga bombing sa Tokyo noong World War II. Ngayon, considered na siya as a Japanese important cultural property. Then, sa tabi lang niya is itong Shinjuku Gyoen Greenhouse. So, sa mga mahilig dyan sa mga halaman, sa botany, sa local flora, this one's for you guys. So, we did this, a Google search. Press this camera button right here. Kuha na yan. Then, pag nakuha na, boom, sa search na niya yan. Oh.
It's Philippine.
Jade vine, which comes from the Philippines, endemic to the tropical rainforest of the Philippines.
Wow.
It's so nice. Very nice. Fresh plants. Ganda. And research what it is. Okay. Medinilla magnifica or rose grape. It shows. Ah. Tapos malapit lang din sa greenhouse itong Shinjuku Gyoen Museum. Magandang quick stop din to because the exhibits give you a better look at the history of Shinjuku Gyoen and how it has changed through the years. So makikita nyo rin dito yung different landscapes, plants, and features found around the garden. So parang magandang introduction siya before or even after exploring the rest of the park. Tubig na sa kabila. Okay, what do we got?
Katabi lang yan.
We got Coke.
Ayan.
We got Pocari. Food for Dr. Pepper. That's like that. And then we got coins. Oh, it's cool. All right.
First timer.
So dito na namin tinapos ang visit namin sa Shinjuku Gyoen by taking in the relaxing vibes of the park. And dito na rin magtatapos ang vlog na to. So hopefully, this gave you one of many ideas for your Tokyo itinerary. At kung nagustuhan niyo ang vlog na to, don't forget to like and subscribe. We'll see you in the next vlog.